All
Yeah,
right, we are recording again in the studio after a while.
I don't know if we know how to do it anymore.
Yeah, it took us a while to just set up the studio again because, guys, I don't know which episode is, but over 50, I guess.
Yeah, it's. I think we are about to celebrate our first year, actually.
It
That's
will
something
be.
we
It will be
can.
something like that,
Yeah,
and that's why today's subject is actually formal wear.
yeah,
So
yeah,
mainly tuxedo, but we're gonna cover also some tailcoats and
yeah,
how it all started and why tuxedo is not even it wasn't considered a formal wear. That's
yeah,
funny.
yeah. But it's actually a huge topic, I would say, and we can discuss a bit about this. But there's not so many formal wear that some most of the men are meant to wear, and tuxedo might be one of them, actually.
Yeah, a lot of guys are wearing tuxedo on their weddings. I was one of them,
Yeah.
but I have something to say. Why? Where to wear tuxedo? Where to wear a white tie, black tie? A pretty wide subject, actually.
Yeah. There's a lot of things to cover, but yeah, no. Just before jumping into it, I
Yeah,
just wanted to
5 minutes
yeah
about our
but
life.
also take a minute just to because it's a big deal. We have been here for a year,
Yeah,
and I think it's the way I feel about it. I mean, we have been it's been a lot of work from our side from the beginning. I'm
from
I
the
re-
beginning.
the beginning. I had yeah, it's true that we have done some kind of retrospectives not so long ago when we were showing how it started, but it's really the first year that is
Yeah,
worth
like
talking
this
about it.
back to 2016. And guys, it's not that old, but
Yeah,
yeah,
for us, it's we still look the same.
yeah.
No?
We started in the apartment with audio, and in here with the studio with full setup.
Yeah,
We have pictures. We have a lot of reels. So if you don't follow us on
yeah,
Instagram, search yourself underscore podcast on Instagram, and there you can see a lot of interviews, interesting interviews
yeah.
from PT Womo
Exclusive
because
content.
PT
Yeah,
Womo we were at the menswear fair, not so far away. I think 1 month. No, it was
two
it's
weeks ago.
January.
Yeah,
We're recording it in January 2026, the longest January in the whole world. But guys, some interesting interviews, and there are still upcoming interviews. We have
yeah,
loads of interviews.
yeah.
So our editors, they have full hands of work. They're working even today. Even one of our editor, his computer just
I
got
just broke
broke. Yeah,
too much
so
editing.
so
No, yeah. There's a lot of things coming, but I mean, all in all, for 1 year, I must say, if we take a look back, we have been. I mean, we have put together a fantastic studio. I think we can be a bit cocky and say that we probably have the best Scandinavian studio when it comes to podcast recording.
I
I mean,
mean,
for our niche at least, I'm
I mean,
talking.
guys, when I wanted to start this podcast, it was my second podcast. The first one was in Polish. You can still listen to the podcast Pan Grono Stylu if you're Polish, or if you're not Polish and if you speak Polish. Uh, DM me why you're speaking Polish if you're not Polish. But the idea was to have the best menswear podcast in the world, and I think we're going there. And
Yeah,
that's why the formal wear, because on at PT we actually had some opportunity to wear formal wear.
I didn't have my tuxedo; it didn't arrive on time,
Yeah,
but I still
but you
put
had
together
the
something.
dinner jacket. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. And fun fact, in UK you call tuxedo smoking a dinner jacket actually. And I always
Yeah.
were like, okay, dinner jacket, but what about the pants, the trousers?
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. It's a smoking versus tuxedo. It's just a European versus US way of calling it.
Mm.
But yeah, we have done a great journey. We have really established a flow, and I mean, we are super used to this exercise now together.
Mm.
And we really have our trademark, it's we stick out. So that's been a lot of work during the first year. And I think that the second year will just be peaking going forward.
Hope
Having
so. And guys, it's also your job to
yeah,
just share our podcast. Share if you have somebody that want to elevate his style.
yeah,
Just send the podcast to him and just comment, and we read all the comments.
Yeah, we do. And
Really.
also, we again, we say that all the time, but that's true. We meet a lot of our people that are listening to us, and they're like, "Yeah, I'm listening to everything." And like, "Oh, well,
Yeah,
drop a
just
comment." They're
drop
like,
us a
"Ah,
comment.
I'm
I know
shy."
Mr. Glass. Thank you for the comments, Ingrid Svensson as well.
Yeah.
And yeah, I didn't reply, but I read the message. Those pictures will be developed from the analog camera. I just need to fill the whole film with pictures. I have the camera with me. It wasn't fake.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
no pictures are fake. The thing is, we have so much content all together: interviews, pictures, podcast, analog pictures.
But
That
wait, 5 minutes just passed. We need to start the
Yeah, okay.
subject.
Well, just to say that we always realize that we have so much that we cannot publish, but we do as much as we can on this.
You mean the naked pictures from PT?
Yeah, you said that there were enough rumors like this. All right, let's start.
Yeah.
Let's talk about Tuxedo. Let's be formal.
I mean, okay, we said that we're gonna talk about formal wear. So I mean, the tuxedo men will not gonna wear white tie, long coat in their life because it's
extremely formal.
it's reserved for some royal celebrities, very formal.
Aristocracy.
So
Yeah.
nobody will wear a long coat. So we're gonna just focus on the tuxedo,
black
which is
tie.
black tie.
Yeah.
It's not, guys. It's not a tie like I'm wearing like that. It's a black bow tie. I've seen so many tuxedos on red carpets, on
Yeah, we can
Love
talk
is
about this,
Blind,
actually.
Brazilian Love is Blind also. Come on, tuxedo with a
The
long
reference.
with a long tie. No, it's black bow tie.
Yeah, yeah. So yeah, first of all, white tie means that the bow tie is white. You also have a waistcoat that is white, and you have a long jacket, and that's white tie. That
Long coat, yeah.
Exactly. Almost no one is wearing anymore. But then you have the black tie, which is the most common. So black bow tie, the usual black
Black or a very dark midnight
fabric.
blue navy jacket and trousers.
And all the details that are made of a satin finish, or it can be different finish. We will break that down.
But where it all started, actually, it started like everything in UK, but it got popularized in USA.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so in 1080s, it was designed for Prince of Wales, Edward VII.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly. And he thought that the long coats are so uncomfortable, so he wanted to have some more casual. Imagine, and his tailor created a shorter, more comfortable evening jacket to wear at private dinners.
Okay.
And then somebody from USA just seen it and took to USA, to New York, to Tuxedo Club. That's why it's called Tuxedo in USA. Yeah. Tuxedo Park, a wealthy enclave, like a gentleman's club in New York. So it all started there. So it was shorter than long coats, more relaxed, but still elegant, still black. And it's black or midnight blue because, guys, it was designed to wear in fake light, in artificial light, and it was gas light.
Yeah.
It's not gaslighting. But in gaslight, so that the fabric looks good. So guys, it's an evening wear. Don't wear a tuxedo on your wedding if the wedding is so I had on my first wedding and it was at 6, so it's okay. I'm safe.
But the thing is, so there are, for me, the way I see that is that, the first purpose is, first of all, to blend in. All the men should look the same. It's a uniform.
Yeah.
And the second purpose is also to make the women shine, because the women then will wear much more extravagant colors in their dresses. So it's a gentleman way of
to be in the background.
Exactly, to put yourself in the back and let the other shine. And in this case, the ladies that takes company with you. So it's that's the reason why we usually by default have very dark colors. But then we'll talk about it later on. There's now lots of pops of colors coming on, and that's with dinner jacket.
And also in US you call it tuxedo. In UK you call it dinner jacket. You can call it a smoking, but there's also something like smoking jacket that you take off the jacket that is the same color as trousers, and you put on the velvet jacket, which is to smoke in when gentlemen went to go and take a smoke, to not
Smell.
stinks, to not
Yeah.
smell the cigarettes or cigars.
Mm-mm.
And then they put on the dinner, the tuxedo jacket again, and it was the full like uniform. It was just this black or
Yeah.
midnight blue. Yeah,
But we can actually break down all the elements that compose black tie wear.
exactly.
We can start with the jacket. So
Yeah.
quite typically, you need to have something that is quite formal. So your shoulder will be quite stiff with a bit of padding.
Hmm.
You will have
Lapels will be
lapels.
covered in velvet.
Absolutely. So
They don't need to be in, for example, off-white jacket,
Yeah.
like a tropical tuxedo.
Yeah. They can be made of the same fabric with dino jacket. You can play a bit around this, but if you start with the tuxedo, the lapels are made with a different finish. It can be a silk finish. That's we are traditionally not really using silk anymore. Silk is a very difficult fabric to wear. It's quite fragile. It's very luxurious, but it's as a
Right now, it's usually cotton.
yeah, it's usually cotton or it's a mix, but something that will be more solid and more durable.
It's
So
just shiny.
yeah, exactly. I think
And
so.
buttons are also covered
Yeah,
with the
exactly, with the
fabric,
same
with the
fabric.
same fabric,
And the
and
jet
the
pockets.
vents.
Yeah,
Not vents.
jet pocket.
Jet pockets. The finish of the jet pockets. Ah, okay. So yeah, jet pockets. That's also something you don't wear a tuxedo with flaps
Oh,
or like how do you call it? Jeez, I forgot
oh,
the word.
the patch pockets.
The patch
Oh
pockets.
yeah, that
No.
would be ridiculous.
And guys, if you see a tuxedo with flaps, and for example with single-breasted
them.
with two buttons, then you know that it's just a tuxedo suit.
Yeah.
So it's something in between. It's some kind of cancer monster, and it's
Yeah.
just because it's cheaper for
Oh, really?
for the companies. They don't need to have a different pattern for tuxedo.
Oh, really?
So they
Okay.
just use the suit
That's very
pattern.
cheap.
It's very cheap. You don't go there because the jacket should be, if it's single-breasted, it should be just with one button.
Yeah, there's three ways. There's one button single-breasted,
Exactly.
double-breasted,
6 and on 2.
yeah, or shawl lapel.
Or 6 by 1. So
Yeah.
it's like 6 buttons, but you just button the one button.
Yeah.
It also can be 4 at 1. It can be 4 by 2.
There's no
Yeah.
specific rules, but it can be double-breasted and it can be shawl lapel.
It's also single-breasted shawl lapels. The lapels, and if it's single-breasted, then it needs to be peak lapel. So the gorge is closed. It's not because it's formal. Notch lapel,
exactly.
the gorge when it's open, it's considered less formal. So it's peak lapel, single-breasted, one button. When it's double-breasted, then it needs to be peak lapel.
Yeah, and I mentioned the shawl lapel. I don't really think a shawl lapel on tuxedo looks really nice. It can look good on a dino jacket, of course, but outside of dino jacket, I think a tuxedo with shawl lapels, not a huge fan of that.
But you can also have the wider shawl collar
Yeah.
when the bottom of the shawl
Yeah,
is
it's quite huge.
is huge.
But it looks better on the dino jacket, no?
I mean, the dinner jacket
everything's
so I like it. I that's my next.
Yeah, but you
order.
already have a traditional one, so then maybe you can explore on something. A lot of people, they start with the shawl lapel on tuxedo. Like,
Nah, I mean, if it's shawl lapel, I think it needs to be thicker.
yeah,
Because
definitely.
when it's very thin, then it's just too feminine a bit.
So you have a different finish. We talked about it. So the finish on your lapels are going to be the same on the jet pockets, also on the buttons, and finally on the bow tie. There are different finish. Some are grosgrain / ottoman, so they have a bit more texture. They're a bit more toned down, a bit more matte. And then you have the traditional satin finish, which personally is my favorite. I think it's the
And it also
most
can be
common.
velvet, but then the bow tie is thicker.
Yeah.
So you cannot have, for example, the knot. It will be very bigger. And shout out to La Boutique.
Bow tie.
Bow tie, yeah. Who sells? I think it's one of the. I don't know how many companies actually sell bespoke or bow ties like that. If you're
so
looking
many.
for different bow ties, if you want to stick out, La Boutique.
La Boutique bow tie is doing a fantastic job. He has his own shapes and
It's also Michael.
Yeah.
Michel.
Michel.
Mm.
Exactly. He's French, actually. He's from the same area where is my family. So we always have a good time talking about that. Since
Mm.
he lives in England, and me in Oslo, so we talk French.
Yeah, of course.
But yeah, so that's for the jacket. Then you have the trousers. All
Uh,
those things, they are quite ruled down. You cannot really go outside of the box, to be honest.
I mean, you shouldn't have any pleats. It should be flat.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I have one pleat.
Yeah, I do have one pleat also.
Yeah, it should be flat. It shouldn't have visible button.
Yeah.
It should be also flat. I mean, it should be the simplest that it can be.
Yeah. No, I get that. That's
No side
yeah.
adjusters. I have side adjusters, but you cannot see them.
Yeah, exactly.
No belt. No belt loops.
It's good to know, but you are teaching me some stuff here because I didn't know about the pleats, for example.
No.
I know it needs to be as minimalistic as possible. You would never have a turn up, for example. Also for the purpose that you have the satin
stripe.
exactly on the side, that also matching with your
it's called a
galon. Galon, exactly.
Galon.
Which is the same
and
term for military.
Visually lengthens the leg.
Yeah.
So it's good for you all short kinks.
Exactly. But yeah, that's true that you can go slightly outside of the box. I mean, if you have pleats, who cares,
You cannot see those pleats because you wear a cummerbund.
Exactly. I think it's nicer with the cummerbund.
You know, guys, what is the in Poland we actually call it Spanish belt.
Okay.
And those pleats on cummerbund, they should be worn upwards.
Yeah.
Not downwards.
Downwards.
You know why? Because you need to just collect all the crumbs if you eat bread. No, I'm kidding. I don't know. I should know why.
For a second, I was about to say, for real?
No, I maybe if some coins fell, so you can grab them. But it's not this part of the world that actually would grab coins.
Funny with the Spanish, because the torero.
I think it's because of toreadors.
Yeah, but toreadors are probably also wearing this because it's a traditional suit or traditional costume that they are wearing. So it's probably coming from somewhere else.
But you know why you wear a cummerbund? You know what is the triangle of sadness in Tuxedo?
Not in Tuxedo, I know it in the face, but
no, but it's this.
Yeah.
It's this wide gap when you have a single-breasted jacket.
Yeah, I said I don't know. I came up with this triangle of sadness.
Really?
I said that.
Oh yeah, but
that's my trademark.
It's just the gap when you see the shirt, the white shirt, and everything is black, and you see the opening of the jacket below the button, and it's white.
It looks very bad.
And I see it in Hollywood, and people are just wearing even low-waisted trousers.
Yeah.
And also, cummerbund is to cover your shirt, because when you sit, you have Aussie. I look sloppy. Somebody actually commented that I look sloppy, that my tie looks sloppy. Guys, I'm sitting, and
we are live.
the sofa is not so comfortable, and you wear a suit, you live, you move.
Yeah, but that's what is nice.
And I'm not gonna sit like I have some kind of stick in my behind.
Yeah. But some people don't understand what it is to wear suits. It's not to be stiff, and it's not to look stiff. Exactly. You can be looking very good, and your garments are gonna leave. They're gonna crease. It's not gonna look perfect, and that's.
I felt offended. I'm mad now.
Really, I think that those people, they look too much Instagram pictures, and
Instagram all pictures those AI pictures even.
Also, that's not the reality. If you learn garment, because people are not wearing suits anymore, so they only see suits through pictures. So they see very top-notch things, and they think, "Oh, that's the way to be."
You know why? Also, because most of suits are just too tight, and people actually wearing those tight suits, they need to stand like a soldier because they cannot sit.
It's gonna crack.
It's gonna crack. It's gonna be uncomfortable. They're gonna sweat in those polyester suits.
Okay, but before jumping onto the Hollywood guys, because we have a few stuff to say, let's finish the overall look. So you have
braces also, suspenders.
Yeah, braces. For me, it's a top. I think you should wear braces every time you have the opportunity. It's so much nicer. It makes your trousers stand in a nice way. For me, it helps me also because my hip are not completely equal.
Your what?
My hip. What did I say?
Oh, this guy, he knows how to say age.
My hip. Yeah, I'm trying. Sometimes my French accent is taking
Yes.
over. So my hips are not completely equal. So for me, I have something a bit looser, and have suspenders makes my trousers fit better. It's more comfortable because I can have a bit larger waist also. It's just nicer.
It's
So
different.
yeah,
But even like okay, we're not talking about braces. Maybe that could be another episode. But for me, it's nice accessory, a belt.
yeah, yeah. It's also a nice
And
accessory.
you can wear a shirt like some other shirt without braces, because imagine Western shirt with braces. No.
No, yeah, exactly. It needs to go also with the whole outfit. It needs to make sense, I would say. But yeah, so the shirt,
And those braces also,
yeah,
they need to be white, and
yeah,
it's
yeah.
like white mora, I think it's called.
The pattern,
Exactly.
yeah, yeah,
It's like that, like
yeah,
James Bond.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, yeah. There are specific braces for this type of wear, which has there's a little bit of pattern in there's a bit of luster into
You know
it.
what?
Oh,
I'm reading just our bullet points.
okay.
And actually, I was right that
Wow.
the camera band should catch breadcrumbs.
Really?
Old dining tradition. That's funny.
So when we
Okay,
make
so
up the
you know, gentlemen, they're just grabbing the breadcrumbs in camera bands to
boys will be boys.
so the cleaners, they don't need to clean that much, or maybe because not to waste food.
Oh, not that. But I mean, if you are wearing a tuxedo, usually you are you're not going home and catching the last crumbs. Whew, that was a nice dinner, but didn't have enough back then.
Yeah, I don't know, but it's just funny that I was just looking. And sorry, I've you were talking.
That's actually quite ridiculous.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
But yeah, the tuxedo shirt. So the tuxedo shirt should be it's quite specific. So you have a contrasted chest.
I mean, it's just the visible part
Yeah.
of the shirt. So other part of the shirts are not so important. So it can be made. They can be made from a cheaper material fabric.
Yeah, they could.
Because those pleats, for example, if you have pleated or piqué,
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
it's more expensive and it's more festive. So it's just more expensive.
Yeah, but honestly, it's quite rare. I would shy away from any brands that are making a cheaper fabric or a different fabric for the rest of the garment than the whole shirt, because nowadays it's not really a good sign. Yeah, maybe 100 years ago.
Yeah, but it is. It's how it is even right now. It's the tradition.
Yeah, but
Because
it's not
the
a cheaper
fabric,
fabric.
but the fabric is also very thick here.
Yeah, it is. I
So
mean,
if you have the same fabric on sleeves, it's not gonna be comfortable. And if you
yeah,
have those pleats, for example, I have a
yeah,
shirt with pleats.
yeah. The way I've seen it. Yeah, the construction it's doubled here. You have it's made like a regular shirt, and then above it you have another fabric. So that's the
Yeah,
way I've seen it, and the fabric it's more the way it's pleated. Unless
It can be pleated, but it doesn't need to be. It can be also thick piqué.
yeah, piqué, yeah, exactly, which is very specific. It's a bit more old school, I think, with piqué, which is quite cool. But yeah, I mean, yeah. Anyways, it can be made with different fabric. Cufflinks, it's an obligation.
Yeah,
You need to have
French
cuffs.
cuffs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Double round, much better. So double round, French cuffs. Those are
Mhm.
just different name for the same thing.
And the collar.
And the collar.
Classical.
Yeah.
It can be the tuxedo collar, which is like
broken,
broken.
collar, flying.
I don't like it.
You don't?
No, I don't.
You know that that's my outfit. I purchased it. I wanted to.
I
have
like the more
very
traditional,
the
the
just
regular,
normal. Yeah.
just longer
Kent.
longer collar.
Yeah, French or Kent collar, a bit longer.
Exactly.
They work very
But also
nice.
buttons.
Yeah,
You
stud
either
buttons.
you either have stud buttons, like jewelry buttons.
Yeah.
Or you have covered buttons.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have seen some with. So traditionally, you would have them black, but
You
I've
can
seen
have
some
gold,
with
silver.
Exactly. I've seen some with also mother of pearls.
Mm.
They look amazing. It's very beautiful, actually. So
you know what I've seen? Actually, snap buttons. They look like stud buttons, but it's snap.
it would work. It's a bit of a trick.
Yeah, it is a trick,
actually.
but it looks good. It looks cool. It's a pearl also.
Yeah, but I mean, we are talking about things that are quite advanced because, for example, at PT Womo, there are parties that are mixing tuxedo,
Denim with
western,
denim
and things
shirt.
like this, and then people can be very creative around those things. But yeah, if we start from the basic, usually you would have stud buttons,
Mm.
nice cufflinks. It's the time to. I would by default, and again, we are talking about the default settings. Then you will see us doing outside of the box, and then you will come at us.
Mm.
You are not doing like you said, yeah, because they are the rules, and then we do whatever we want.
Yeah, it's like how you call it, formal wear, creative formal wear.
Yeah, exactly. You can be a bit more creative, especially when you are used to wear those things and when you want to express a bit yourself more. But by default, I would say that your cufflinks shouldn't be too extravagant. So usually you go for black type of, not pearl, but jewelry stones with gold or silver jewelry. So not too extravagant, not too much colorful. Usually you're trying to be just,
I have issues finding the perfect cuffs
yeah.
because the one that I like, they are actually pure gold. And
Yeah,
they
well,
cost
I
like
see the issue then.
2005.
It's your
Yeah.
bank account, the issue.
No, it's just when you develop good style, everything is so expensive.
Yeah, no, that's true. And actually, for a tuxedo, you might want to invest because it's very fancy.
Yeah.
So you're like, okay, I won't wear it too often, so maybe I don't want to invest too much. But on the moment you will wear it, you really want to look your best.
And the thing is also that I would say that tuxedo jacket should be a bit slightly 1 centimeter too longer.
Longer. Yeah, it gives a very classic
Yeah.
look. Yeah, I think it's very nice. It's nice to have something that is a bit different from a typical suit.
Yeah.
That's true. And we're talking about the bow tie. I would say it's by far much better to have a bow tie that you will tie yourself.
Yeah.
It just looks better. You need to learn. Even myself, I'm still one time on two. I struggle a bit because I'm not doing
But
it
you
too
know
often.
that there are bow ties, for example, like from La Boutique.
Yeah.
They are you can tie them by yourself, but they are pre-tied. But
Yeah.
you can also just leave them tied, and
Yeah.
you have this lock.
Yeah, I mean,
That's
most of bow
actually
ties
pretty
nowadays.
nice.
Yeah, most bow ties are like this.
Yeah.
You do it once,
It's just easier.
and then you can unwrap it.
Yeah.
So,
But it still looks great.
yeah, it looks much better than those already tied bow ties. So, yeah, self-tied bow tie will always be a better choice. If you want to look cool at the end of the party when everyone is drunk and jumping around, you untie it.
Yeah.
It lies on on both sides. That's funny. That's cool. That's a gimmick, I must say.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just gonna look better. And why? It's because then you can adjust it. It has a better puff. It's
looks more natural.
more
It doesn't
natural.
look so like
So perfect.
ground school gala.
Yeah, exactly. It doesn't look too perfect because yeah, we were talking about those guys that are saying that we don't look too perfect all the time.
That's the point.
That's the point. Exactly. That's where elegance strike. It's when you are not.
You
we don't look
pretend.
stiff.
You just use your clothes. They
Yeah,
can be.
you are yourself.
Look at King Charles. He's so chill in his clothes.
Yeah, exactly.
He's even putting his hand in the pockets and wearing the same suits for 30 years.
Because a suit, what we forget is that suit is a workwear. So you are supposed to be able to use the pocket. You are supposed to be able to live in it. You know, it's not something that that should make you feel uncomfortable. And if you cannot use it to its full potential, it means that but you are stiff. We are talking about the basic rules here, and of course you can always, like you said, be creative and go outside of it. But
it needs to have a purpose also.
Exactly, and it needs to reflect either an event or also yourself. But we are talking about foreshadowing the red carpets, and you have all those Hollywood stars that don't dress by themselves, and you can tell because it looks
but
ridiculous.
You know why? That's also funny because actually Hollywood popularized tuxedo.
Yeah.
All those from 1930s to 1960s Hollywood stars. Those Hollywood stars made it iconic.
Yeah.
In romantic scenes, dance numbers, high society parties, golden age of Hollywood. Everyone wanted to wear tuxedo because it just looks so good. The contrast between white and black, that it looks so manly. It was something different because you know suits were something regular that people wore, but the tuxedos, it was a different level.
Yeah, it was
In
the time
this,
for the big
the
drama.
ultimate symbol of class and sophistication.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, and this is the opportunity for you to be your best on all points.
Yeah.
And on all those scenes, what they were showing, it was like the peak of a movie usually. So you have more drama, but also you have those people that are so fine and refined in their way of thinking, in their way of behaving. And again, it's not about being stiff. It's about having
Frank Sinatra was not stiff in his
absolutely
tuxedos.
far
Rick
from being
Park,
stiff.
Not Rick Park. Just Rick Park was a bodybuilder.
Jim Bro.
Yeah.
But it's about it's
Cary Grant. Yeah.
Cary Grant, yeah, fantastic figure.
Rick Park.
When you Cary Grant is not really a bodybuilder, but when you have instead of being stiff, if you have just the basic we call the savoir vivre in French,
Understanding also.
the basic rule of politeness. There's one guy that was saying something that was quite true. He said the first time you are invited because of the way you dress, and the second time you are invited again because of the way you are. So the way you dress, if you are in a very fancy tuxedo, you're going to be invited to very fancy parties. But the fact that you might be invited again, but the fact that you're going to blend in, the fact that you're going to actually have nice conversation with people, have a life moment is because of the way you are.
Yeah, because you cannot be fake in a tuxedo. It's because you're wearing formal wear, you should be still yourself.
Yeah.
You know what we say in Poland? That you look good in a tuxedo in second generation.
Yeah.
I think I'm the first generation actually that wore a tuxedo in my
Really?
family. Like my dad, I don't think he ever wore a tuxedo.
I don't think either, but that's also that's a nice subject, and we can talk about it. The occasion to wear tuxedo, because in France, I must say it's really not common.
You need to find an occasion.
You need to
That's
have a
fine.
crowd also that is this type of crowd.
You know
will
that in
wear
Stockholm,
tuxedos.
actually, I was invited for a tuxedo evening. Guys are just wearing tuxedo and go out and have a drink.
Yeah,
I think it's
exactly.
cool.
It's much more
if
common
You
here.
you wear a tuxedo, yeah, because in Poland we had socialism, and in the times of socialism, you don't wear something that is formal, high class, because it should be the working class.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah,
no
absolutely.
high class. So nobody wore tuxedo smokings. And here they didn't have it. They still wear it. Going to the opera, going to a theater. You will be overdressed, but who cares?
No, it's much more common, and I think it comes from this trait of Scandinavian people to dress for the occasion. So they are way less shy to dress up for such an occasion. I mean, in Norway...
it's also, I think it's a Stockholm thing.
It's a Stockholm thing. I mean, it's not a big country. Of course, it's mainly in Stockholm that you will have this type of opportunities. But you have actual events here when it's... in France, you have prom, but that might be the first time that you will be keen to wear a suit. I don't even know if they're still doing that.
Proms?
Yeah.
I think in Poland they wear suits.
They would never wear a tuxedo, but I would say, is the culture pushing you to wear a suit anyways? In Norway, they have Mai, the 17th of May, which is a very big day for them. All women are dressed in traditional clothes, and they have jewelry from their grandmother, great-grandmother, etc., from generation to generation. And the boys are wearing sometimes traditional, but sometimes suit. Usually those are the first suit. And the more adult people, they can be wearing tuxedos, not outside in the streets, but when there are parties in the evening and so on.
Mm.
So they are more keen to dress up, generally speaking, to have like tuxedos party. I mean, we're also living in a bubble, we must say.
Mm.
So it's more likely for us to wear tuxedos anyway than for the common people, which is a shame. But on the other hand, I feel I'm always a bit cringe when some people are really forcing it, Those guys that are living a bit like, oh, it was so much better before. They are 20 years old. They don't know how it was before. And you can tell that they are doing cosplay. And I'm a bit cringed by this, I'm like...
right now, white tie, I feel like it's cosplay.
Yeah,
Right.
exactly. There's a thin line in between being elegant and being appropriate in the way of being elegant, wearing a nice black tie, and then being a bit cosplaying, reproducing. I mean, it can be nice for a moment to reproduce the old-time valse type of... I see a lot of people doing that, and there's a lot of content showing like or I could be in a bar, or I could be in a nightclub, but I prefer being here. And then they are dancing like princess and kings and all. They are not.
I think we also forgot about footwear.
Yeah. No, yeah. We can go back to so it was a hot take.
Yeah.
And then we can go back
Yeah,
to calm things down on.
What can you wear? You like you like opera pumps, like ballerina? You actually, somebody asked me, are you wearing masculine ballerinas? No, it's guys, it's opera pumps.
Yeah,
Those small shoes, like patent leather with a bow tie. That's the most classical, actually, footwear for men to wear that is still available today. I wore Merkfist. Very nice.
They are very nice.
Very affordable.
I'm not a huge fan.
With silk socks.
Silk socks. That's for sure. I'm not a big fan of the patent loafer like this.
But I think it looks better than patent Oxford.
Yeah, that's for sure. But I would go velvet. I think.
Really. I like something like Belgian loafers, for example.
Yeah, exactly.
Or like slippers. It's also nice for summer.
I prefer a bit this look, to be honest. But the Oxford patent leather is a bit too much, a bit too boxy.
Oxford can be, if guys, you have black Oxfords would work. Just mirror shine the capto. I would add this. It looks more formal.
Absolutely.
But no derby patent leather. This is something I don't know. A lot of people wear patent derby shoes with open lacing.
No.
It's not that.
No.
Or like monk shoes. No.
Yeah, what I'm wearing, for example, it's not formal.
Brogue.
This is
it's still patent. It's not. It's polished.
It's polished, and it's there is a very specific footwear.
It needs to be very light. Very simple.
It needs to be light. It needs to be elegant. You are not you're not going to fight there. You're not going to walk too much. It's to look comfortable, to look sleek and clean.
And whole cut would work as well. Oxfords.
Oh, yeah, it's true. Yeah, I like this velvet thing because I feel it's a bit more toned down. Also, the patent leather, I always have a bit of hinge with that. I feel like it's a nice leather and you patent it, so it's you're a bit destroying it, so to speak, you know. So I'm always a bit skeptical about. I mean, that's the way it should look, but I'm just speaking my art right now. That's why I would go velvet, and I think also it's a bit more comfortable. How do you feel? Do you feel comfortable in yours?
Yeah, and they looked good because they were very simple, so the trousers draped very well.
Yeah. You need, for me, I think it looks so much better when you have a very nice opening in your hem. So then you will have something that will go down on your shoe,
almost cover the shoes.
That's so much more beautiful.
Not slim fit trousers, but because then you look like Castagne Mannen. I don't know how is Castagne. Is the thing that you in the autumn when it falls from trees. Those brown ones.
Like
you know when in ground school you did this those persons like figures from how is it castagne in French?
Do you know Sarah?
Castagne Mannen.
We need to have more people in our public
translators.
And you know.
Yeah, we have some help here. Yeah, but also, I think we covered all of it. Something. You shouldn't wear a watch with a tuxedo.
It's like a rule?
Yeah, you should wear a pocket watch. But guys, I would say that you can wear a watch, just a classical, very small watch. It's something like Cartier Tank would work on a leather a strap, not a steel, not like James Bond, not Omegas. He looks good in tuxedos, but his watch is, guys, he's sponsored by Omega.
That's the job.
So he needs to wear it. But it needs to be very simple watch, very clean, very small.
That's the tuxedo, but there is and we have been talking a lot about expressing yourself and going a bit outside of the box, and diner jackets come in then. Because diner jacket will really bring colors, texture.
That's the subject for next episode. Because we have 40 minutes, guys.
Yeah.
And we need to keep it short. So next episode will be a dinner jacket.
Oh yeah, we have a lot to tell.
Yeah, and also a fun fact that you know, guys, when it all started, tuxedo was considered very rebellious.
Was it? Okay.
Yeah,
That's funny.
very
Table terms.
comfortable, laid back.
Yeah.
Too
but,
casual. Imagine, too casual. Now guys are like, oh, tuxedo. No. Where can I wear it?
Yeah. But
those times.
I mean, for me, if we were to finish, I would say invest in a nice tuxedo, even if it's second hand. Actually, could be even better if it's second hand. And you might think, I will never have occasion to wear it. Yeah,
Just
create
find
your own
occasions.
create your own occasions, I would
Yeah.
say, and enjoy wearing it. And don't think it's gonna be too much, because when you are in this moment where everyone is wearing a tuxedo, it's the other way around. You feel, I could have go full in because now I'm feeling very comfortable in this
Yeah.
crowd with it. So enjoy it.
So with this sentence, that's the end of the episode about very casual wear, a tuxedo.
Exactly.
Yeah. Follow, DM us if you own any form of tuxedo. DM us. Show us the picture of your tuxedo. We want to see you in a tuxedo.
Absolutely. Share your impression on everything. Share your impression on the first year of the podcast. We would be very keen actually to hear what you think about our journey so far, because you are really part of it.
Yeah. And here you see you later, guys. Ciao.
Ciao, guys.